Morena, you're tuned into Radioactive FM Parakuihi, brought to you by Space Place. And this morning I am very excited to welcome singer-songwriter Caitlin into the studio this morning for a very special live acoustic session. Known for her sharp lyricism, infectious energy, and magnetic live performances, her new EP, Guardrails, garners no exception. And she's playing Moonbar tonight. And this morning joins us in studio, direct from the airport, Morena. Caitlin, welcome to Parakuihi.
Morena, thanks for having me.
So awesome for you to make it into the studio, direct from the airport, as I just said. Mm-hmm. How are we feeling how are we feeling at the moment? Yeah.
We're feeling surprisingly good. I think a few of us have got the band in the room here with us as well, and a few of us had maybe less sleep than others, but we're feeling high spirits, I feel.
Yeah. So you're halfway through your nationwide tour.
Yes.
With this new EP. How's it going?
Oh, it's been amazing. I think I've had so much fun bringing the songs that I spent last year in my bedroom kind of crafting and producing and writing to finally bring them out to people in a live setting. It was really cool to see how they translate and meet people who have been listening, and so I'm really enjoying it.
How's it been since this EP has kind of come out? Been about a month or so, I believe. How's it kind of settling in for you? Have you got any reflections on how the last month has kind of gone with the music reaching people?
Yeah, I think I feel with this project it's been a really special time because it's managed to kind of reach a lot more people through streaming and radio and things like that, especially with the student radio network, so I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, I was saying to my flatmate the other day as well that it feels really nice now looking back on those songs, because I feel I've got enough distance from them now and my life has changed enough that you kind of look back and it's like a documentation of a chapter, rather than, the stuff that I'm currently writing is very raw and things like that. Whereas now I feel I can enjoy the songs feeling a little bit of that distance from them, which is quite nice. Yeah.
Because what's your process like? Are you a collaborative songwriter, or is this a real personal project for you?
It's a really personal project for me. I think I start a lot of my songs on an instrument, normally guitar, in my room. But I am kind of starting to branch out and do a few more co-writes and things like that. I'm heading to the UK in a few weeks, and I've set up a bunch of different songwriting sessions with people that will have very different songwriting styles and approaches to me. So I'm kind of going into it as a learning experience and see what I might take for my own process. Yeah.
I feel that'll be such an interesting experience, opening up that window of collaboration and musical songwriting.
Yeah.
How cool. And this EP is gorgeous. I'm super excited to have you here with us with the guitar. Tell us a little bit about some of the songs or the first song that you might be performing for us.
Yeah, sure. This morning I'm going to play Wash as my first song. Wash was kind of maybe one of the earlier songs that I wrote for the EP, and it was when I was kind of deciding. I was stuck in a place where I felt I was always yearning for change in my life, but then not sure whether I'd regret making change and things like that. And then so this song's very much grass is greener on the other side, and a lot of my songwriting I find explores uncertainty in the middle and the greys of things, because songwriting's how I kind of make sense of, I guess, how I'm feeling. So yeah, a lot of my songs kind of look at that ambiguity, and this is one of them.
Beautiful. All right, let's get into it.
this. You're sitting in the front seat, driving, eyes wide open out the window glass. Can't imagine how you're feeling as I walk right by you along the street. Caught up in your rearview, turn to leave. Everything you worked to build is taken by that stream. You told me Waterloo Station is bleak. You told me forget about leaving, and you told me water your own pasture, it'll turn green someday, or the river will wash you away. Hit the pavement, gradient around the corner, steeper than Baldwin on a slippery day. Far back into your radiance, keep me chained to this street. Caught up in your job, you tried to leave. Everything you left behind is taking another seat. You told me Waterloo Station is bleak. You told me forget about leaving, and you told me water your own pasture, it'll turn green someday, or the river will wash you away. Never thought I'd be the one to make you stay. Oh, how I can't give you away.
So beautiful. Oh, that is Caitlin here live in the studio with a track called Wash from her latest release, Guardrails.
Woohoo.
That's so beautiful. How long did this whole kind of project take for you and like come about?
I think the very first song, I was looking back at early demos the other day, the very first song I started working on November 2024. I think I'd spent like quite a bit of time learning to produce the couple of years prior to that, and it felt like suddenly with that song it kind of like shifted into a new chapter, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe this is like the beginning of like a project. And then kind of like across the year I feel like I had a really like, I don't know, intense year of lots of things happening in my life, lots of change, like moving flats and changing, relationships and building new friendships and things like that. So yeah, probably was over about the course of a year was the bulk of the writing and producing.
And how do you kind of, I guess, reflect back on that now as it's in its kind of touring phase? You've got a band, you've got like, I guess, has the sound evolved for you now as it stands versus how, I guess, those songs were first conceptualized?
Yeah, definitely. I think Yeah, you can even hear, I think, the progression across the EP, but definitely like translating them into like a live setting. I feel like we kind of they take on like this new life to them, which is really exciting. The live sets maybe leaning a little bit rockier as well, which is always really fun because it brings like a lot of energy. Yeah, and I think that was really cool to play a few like big festival stages with a lot of these songs as well. Like we played Electric Avenue main stage back in February, and that was like pretty wicked hearing it through the big speakers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have you performed on a stage like that before?
Not of that size. No, it was humongous. I yeah, couldn't believe it. Yeah, such a cool experience though. It felt playing Electric Ave felt a little bit like summer camp as well, like
Yeah.
just kind of hanging out the back, and you'd like be chatting to someone, and then you'd walk past the stage and see them like absolutely killing it, and you'd be like, whoa,
That's so cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, beautiful. Well, we're going to hear another song of yours. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this next track?
Yeah,
You're gonna
sure
play for
thing.
us?
This track is called Outline. It feels like the most vulnerable one on the EP. I wrote it kind of after going on this like beautiful trip down south to the Catlins and things like that, which was cool. But then the song was kind of me realizing that I had to make some like big changes in my life. Yeah, so it's called Outline.
Did you consider the echo when I called your name falling? Wish I could show you the outline, but tomorrow's uncertain. The ricochet of the fallout, grafting onto the power lines. Wish I could show you the outline. Wish I could show you the outline. Shoulder my aspirations, I won't take you there. To the fallout celebration, where I can't get clear. Pointing shells out in the mirror, I might face my fears, like walking through tunnels or separation, or someday you're not there. Did you consider the echo when I called your name falling? Wish I could show you the outline, but tomorrow's uncertain. The ricochet of the fallout, grafting onto the power lines. Wish I could show you the outline. Wish I could show you the outline. Wish I could show you the outline. Shaking up my situation, shall I leave you here? You're a fruitful vine, killing the hedge, and love won't make a difference here. Did you consider the echo when I called your name falling? Wish I could show you the outline, but tomorrow's uncertain. The ricochet of the fallout, grafting onto the power lines. Wish I could show you the outline. Wish I could show you the outline. Wish I could show you the outline. Wish I could show you the outline.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful.
No worries.
Caitlin, everybody, what was that song called again?
It's called Outline.
Outline. Here on 88.6 FM, live in studio. Oh, so beautiful. Wow. Okay. So you're playing tonight
Yes. Yep. Playing at Moon.
at Moon Bar.
Yep.
Full band.
Full band.
They join us also in studio. Shout out to the band.
Shout out to the band. Hi, band.
Tell us a little bit about this show. It's your first headline.
Yes. Yep. First headline tour. We kicked it off in Timaru and then played Ototahi last weekend as well. And then, up here tonight and then off to Tamaki to play Whammy tomorrow, which will be really exciting. So, just over a couple of weekends. But it's my first time kind of like out on the road, which is exciting. In the North Island too, first North Island shows. So, feels like a pretty kind of special moment. Yeah.
That's so exciting. How are you feeling about the show tonight? You're in Wellington for such a short amount of time.
I know. I wish I could stay for longer. I think it's nice that we have the full day though, so we might go and get some brunch after this. And
Sunshine should be out today, which hopefully will provide a beautiful backdrop for a beautiful day.
Yeah, and not too much wind. But no, I've got the wonderful Belladonna opening the show as well this evening. So I'm so looking forward to hearing her set.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Whereabouts can our listeners find you, find tickets for tonight, and just really like keep up to date with all of this beautiful music that you are bringing out?
Oh, thanks. Tickets are available at Under the Radar. You can just look up Caitlin Guardrails Tour. You can just find me on all streaming platforms. My name's just Caitlin. It's Caitlan, the Gaelic spelling.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so
in
much for
studio
having me
today. It's so beautiful. I love when we have. Oh, it's just so beautiful to hear your voice and feel the mana of your music. And best of luck for the show tonight. What time is it kicking off for our listeners who may be interested?
Yeah, we've got doors at 8. Bella's on at 8:30, and then we'll be on after that. So, come on down. Would love to see some people there and have a chat, have a hang, maybe have a beer afterwards.
That sounds delightful. Gorgeous. Well, thank you so much for coming in studio. We're going to play it out with one more track from the EP. This is You're Only Good to Calm Me Down on 88.6 FM. You've been joined with Caitlin in studio. Thanks for listening. Kia ora.